He jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes, to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth a lamp her eyes in heaven, would through the airy regions steam so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. How she leans her cheek upon her hand! Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I may touch that cheek.
Ay me!
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night. Be o'er my head as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds, and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not but sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself. Thou'rt not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand nor foot, nor arm nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, but any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes, without that title. Romeo doth thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written it, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How canst thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore the orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are not let to me.
If they do see thee, they will number thee, murder thee.
Alack, their lies are more peril than than 20 of their swords, but thou but sweet. And I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have knight's cloaks to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, and let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate, than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou in this place?
By love, who first prompt me to inquire. He let me counsel, and let him eyes. I am no pilot, yet were thou as far as the vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush be paint of cheek, my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny. What have I spoke, but farewell compliment? Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say, Ay, and I will take thy word, yet if thou swearest thou mayst prove false. at lovers' prejuries, then say, Jove laughs, said gentle Romeo. If thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. And true, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my haviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardest, yea, I was ware, my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear, although I join thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which shall cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night, this bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, good night. A sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would give it, and yet I wouldn't, were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose? Love?
But to be frank and give it to thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
I hear some noise. Within, dear love, adieu. Oh no, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night, I am afeard, being in the night. All this but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honourable, thy purpose merit, send me word tomorrow, but one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou mean'st not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to cease thy sweet, and leave me to my grief tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst, to want the light. Love goes toward love, as schoolboys from their books. But love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for a falconer's voice to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo!
My dear?
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
At the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot what I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand here, there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay, to have thee still forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, who let its hop a little for a hand, and like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with silk threaded plucks it back again, so loving jealous of this, his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Oh, sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night, night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest. Hence I to my ghostly father's cell help his crave and my dear harp to tell.